In the Scrum framework, the Scrum Master is accountable for establishing Scrum as it's set out in the Scrum Guide and for the team's effectiveness. It's the second accountability that often trips people up. As Scrum Masters, we know everyone will look to us if the team isn't performing well. Yet it's the team that decides how it will get the work done, and many unknowns and unexpected challenges emerge throughout the sprint. It's impossible to perfectly predict what our customers want or what shifts in the market lie ahead. Very little of the outcome is within our control in a complex work environment. So, how does one navigate having accountability without having control as a Scrum Master? Let's delve into it. Recognize what striving for control looks like and why it doesn't work. Anyone who thinks they have control working in a complex environment is living in illusion and likely feels very frustrated. Yet many of us resort to activities we believe will give us greater control over outcomes when we feel the pressure to perform. We begin to think we have to have all the answers and that our approach to solving issues is the best. I call this the trap of the knowing and controlling mindset, which, unfortunately, leads to a cascade of misery, including feeling stressed all the time when we think we need control over everything. It can feel like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. From that place of chronic stress, it's difficult to stay open and curious, to observe with the level of awareness needed to see the whole and make intentional choices that will best serve ourselves, others, and a bigger thing, a world where everyone can thrive. Micromanaging. When we start micromanaging the team's work, it undermines trust, ownership, and ultimately self-organization. Micromanaging can begin subtly with something as simple as disguising advice or a preferred path as a question, e.g., "Have you tried X?" Making snap decisions. We push for decisions before the necessary exploratory discussion. We don't hear the ideas from the team, explore and build upon those ideas, and come to a consensus, which ultimately shuts down creativity and innovation. Developing tunnel vision based on individual experience. Under the stress of trying to wrestle control, we can rely too heavily on our personal experiences. We assume that because something worked in our previous environment, it's the right thing for our present team's context. This can lead us into a best practices trap where we become more focused on doing Scrum rather than being agile. Getting reactive and judgy under pressure to perform, we resort to acting without processing and rushing to criticize others. For example, you might assume someone is trying to undermine you, so you say something to belittle them. This behavior can significantly affect team dynamics and chips away at our ability to influence others positively. Paralysis. Our overriding desire to come up with the perfect strategy to approach the team and address organizational challenges can leave us in a state of powerlessness and inability to act. We plan and replan rather than experiment, learn, and try again. This fear of failure transmits to the team and runs contrary to Scrum's foundation of empiricism. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.